So I don't know about you guys, but Skarlet right now feels like a completely new character. So, back then we had the variation system. Heart Pierce was really about, kind of a defensive playstyle. You have a parry and a teleport. You have Blood Drive, which was like a mixture of, to me, rush down and like just controlling neutral and just smothering your opponent from everywhere and bypassing wake up. And then your third, you have, her rush down. She has the touch of death. But now, because of custom variations, it's literally those three in a mixture of one. Even though I do feel like a lot of people are using like Heart Pierce 2.0, literally using Heart Pierce, except with like a move that hits your opponent really hard, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, but like if you ask me right now, like where is Skarlet at? I think she's really, really good. Like, I feel like people are not talking about how good Skarlet is right now. There's a lot of advanced shit that you can do with her now that's kind of crazy, which I'll eventually make videos on. Um, but she's in a really good place right now. Like, to me right now, she feels like a new character. I feel like I have to relearn Skarlet because of how different she is. It's crazy. You add one fucking move to this bitch, and she feels like a completely new character. I feel like every time I use Skarlet, because I'm always equipping the parry, I feel like I'm using Heart Pierce. I keep forgetting that I have moves like Red Rain and stuff like that. So, I need to start making new strategies, a new rule set with her. Like before, I had a rule set with Skarlet. Um, but with time, I'll make my strategies and I'll probably make videos on it. But what makes Skarlet really good? So let me explain to you. So a lot of people were upset that she didn't get buffed. A lot of people are like, why didn't she get buffed? She hasn't been buffed since the beta, which is low-key true, to be honest. But they did change the one thing that I wanted them to change, and that's her pokes. Her pokes are so much better now. Her down one is godlike. This shit got so much better. And there's some crazy shit you can do with her down 4 now. Crazy shit. Back then, my biggest thing about Skarlet was she had slow mids, and she had really shit down 4, and like she had really shit pokes. Now that that's different, does Skarlet need a mid? I wanted to make this into 11 frames. I definitely feel like this should be an 11 frame move. Um, if the next patch comes out and they just give her an 11 frame mid, I will be happy, and you don't need to give her anything else, whatever. There's still things I want her. I want, like, me to be able to combo off of this. Like, I should be able to do this and go with the tongue or something like that. Or, like, at least be able to throw, I don't know, something. Get health back, like, I'll pop them up, and then I'll throw health. I mean, a bloodshot and get health back. That would be cool. But, that's just one thing, whatever. Is Skarlet supposed to be a combo character? I don't know. My meta with her is very strike and throw heavy with her. Like just staggers, like little mix-ups, like short hops, making this shit add up, overhead, stuff like that. But that's just me, So what the patch did for Skarlet is literally give her a move that hurts your opponent really bad. And her back forward 4 moves just hit your opponent. They all hit your opponent hard and differently. You have crazy shit you can do with trance. Crazy shit you can do with trance. Retribution is very underexplored. Boiling Point, I feel, is the popular one because of the damage that you can do with it. But all 3 moves are really good. I'm actually leaning towards Retribution, to be honest. I think that is a very slept-on move. So you have that. And then a lot of people are equipping the... It's just hard not to equip the parry. It's just really good. And it gives your opponent something to think about. So there's that. And then for me, Red Rain right now is probably like the move that is slept on the most right now. I feel like people are using it, but they're not really using it like how it really should be used. Like it really can make Skarlet a very scary setup character. It made her punish game way better. Like now when I'm punishing my opponent, I'm like going into Red Rain. And like you can get some serious crazy shit going with it. That's probably a video for another time. But yeah, I really like where Skarlet's at right now. I really do. I can't really complain. Hopefully in the next patch they'll give her either combos, or they'll give her 11 frame mid, or they'll make these like, I don't know, make this like -6, or like, I don't know, fucking -7. Like for this to be -13 and 12. And if I hit my opponent with it, I'm -1, or I'm It had a hit advantage of 3, which it could actually take you a long way. Um, I wish they would do little changes like that, you know. But here's the scary part. I feel like if they buff Skarlet, um, in certain ways, it could make her broken. I'm not even joking. Like if they buff Skarlet, like in certain ways that I don't want to talk about, it will make her broken, and that is one thing I do not want to happen. I consider Skarlet to be a low tier character. That's why I use her. I'm a low tier whore. Um, but you know, they could definitely make Skarlet busted. Like, not gonna lie. Like, she's like a good buffs away from being S tier, if you ask me. Right now, she's at a good place. Where I have her in the rankings, it's kind of hard to say. But I'll tell you this, she is not bottom 5. I know my bottom 5. Video for another time. But Skarlet right now is in a really, really good place. Especially you have a move that can hit your opponent hard from everywhere. You have a parry. People love the teleport. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but hey, you have a fucking teleport. And like, now, in damn near every variation, because you're either going to quick Retribution, Boiling Point, or Trance, Skarlet in the corner is just ridiculous. And she has a safe launcher in the corner. And she has all these moves, they do a restand. Like, for real, this is what we're doing. Not Boiling Point, but there's shit you can do with her that's kind of ridiculous. Actually, not only that, but like, you can literally get restands in the corner. Skarlet in the corner is probably top 5 scariest characters in the corner, if used properly. I even say she's up there with Noob Saibot. Like, not even bullshitting. She in the corner is fucking ridiculous. So yeah, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. I like where Skarlet is at. I'm very happy with Skarlet right now, even though my Skarlet right now is shit right now, because I have to like relearn her, because I'm just so used to using Heart Pierce, Blood Drive, and her third. I have strategies for it. Like every time I pick a certain variation, I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly how I need to play it. Every variation I had a different playstyle for. Now I just have to relearn this bitch, and this bitch is hard. So I'm definitely gonna be putting a ton of guides out on her, especially more advanced stuff, because I feel like I put out a lot of like generic things. Now I'm gonna put like some real advanced shit with Skarlet, kind of showcasing how difficult of a fucking character she is. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Holla back. Deuces.